Hey, what's up? This is my second video. I did one a long time ago, like years ago. But this is about poetry and whatnot, and I figured I'm really post this video. So this is a really big passion of mine. And for those of you who don't know how to write poetry or are interested in poetry, this might be for you. So I'm on this website. It's called allpoetry.com. And like they have contests. So yeah, we're gonna do a contest. And first, I want to pick my prompt. So we're gonna find a prompt, probably one that's really, maybe this one. So buried alive is my prompt. Whatever that phrase inspires me. So let's try to find another. I want something that's really open, like that doesn't really tell me much. Okay, we're gonna do any new free verse. So free verse is basically like do whatever the hell you want. That's modern day free verse. Like you can look at this. This is a, but like when people use the term wrong. Free verse doesn't actually mean you do whatever you want. Free verse is like blank verse, where there's no rhyme structure whatsoever, but there's meter. That's what verse means. But it's okay because definitions change, I guess. So now to get inspired, this music is like completely garbo, but it's okay. It's free. Who? See, like I like to think of poets that I enjoy. So we're gonna go with Tyler, not Gregson today. So he's a modern day poet for those who don't know him. He's pretty cool. I like him. I like him a lot actually. He's not my favorite, but I want to be influenced by his poetry this morning. So I'm gonna go with it. Let's just pick this one. I don't really care. Like here we go. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and just read his poem and hopefully it inspires something. And it goes, "Come here and take off your clothes, and with them every single worry you ever cared. My fingertips on your back will be the very last thing you will feel before sleeping, and the sound of my smile will be the alarm clock to your morning ears. Come here, take off your clothes, and with them the weight of every yesterday that snuck atop your shoulders and declared them home." Oh, that's good. That was good. That was really good. Okay. I like that. Okay. "My whispers will be the soundtrack to your secret dreams, and my hand to the anchor to your life. You will open your eyes. Come here. Take off your clothes." I like that. I like that a lot, actually. But let's read more. "All this time I believed with all I am that I would find you." Yeah, it's not as good as the last one. And then we got, "I need nearly nothing, so very nearly I need to be loved. And I need to give all the love that I have away." I don't like that either. That's too much repetition, and it doesn't work. Okay. "Would you stay just once? Just this once? Would you stay? Trade your leaving for something more. Let your coat fall asleep on the floor." I like that one. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, so these are basically like short romantic poems. I'm taking it. So I guess that's what I'm gonna be writing because it's kind of like what I write anyway. It's what I do. So can I write? Oh, I have to comment. Hold on. I got this. You got this. Thanks, you. You have to do like. See, I'm cheating, and like these counts as comments on the site. So, and you can't have. Hey, I leveled up. Dun, 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 dun. This is actually kind of catchy. The music's not that bad. I'm getting used to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and find that contest again. And how do I feel today? So I don't really know how I feel today. This morning, I got like. So like with poetry, you got to be you. You know what I mean? You can't be someone else. So you have to like dig deep. Like what are your morals? What do you like? What do you want people to like appreciate? You know? And I'm really big on mental health awareness, and I'm really big on like just that kind of stuff. It's one of my passions. So I'm gonna take that idea and kind of make a poem with it. I do this all the time. And my interests are, well, dating and basketball. Uh, that's about it. And poetry. Those are my interests. So I kind of like, you take who you are. Because when someone reads my work, I want them to know who Patrick is. I don't want them to know the poet, the poem. Like, the poet's just as important as the poem. And sometimes you can neglect technicalities for people getting to know you. So, like, when people read me, I want them to know who I am in my work. I want them to have a sense that they are friends with me in a way, just by reading my work. You know? Like, that's just what I want. So, keeping that in mind, we're gonna, I'm actually gonna go to another website real quick. I'm gonna create a public pad. And, I'm just gonna jot down some ideas. So, I don't normally do this. I normally just dive right in, but I'm having a little bit of a blank right now, and I don't have much time to get something together. I have I don't have much time at all. So I like mental health awareness, and I don't know. I'm just gonna dive in. So this technique that I do is I do a vomit draft, and then I refine the vomit. So what that means is like I just spit out whatever I think in my head. I do not edit. I do not change it up. Whatever I'm thinking in my head, I just put on paper. Literally. So I'm gonna just dive into the poem. Well, but first I get like in the zone. Like I think poetry. I think like what I like to write. I think like what my topic is, and then I just let my brain create whatever it creates. So let me get in the zone real quick. All right. There was an ever after, but I forgot. But I forgot the poem. It's easy to forget things when life runs a mile an hour. It doesn't stop. It doesn't know you. You finding yourself looking for the next bus. They typically run once a year, but if you want to get back on pace, sometimes you need taking a breath. So this is the basic, very basic form of my poem. So this is my basic poem. So I have a bus taking a new route and ever after. So it's like a metaphor for like transportation, public transportation, which I know deeply, and I hate public transportation, but it's what I deal with and how I get around. So I can actually expand on this, and I'm going to. So basically, with this method of writing, you want to take like 1 or 2 lines and delete the rest and rewrite everything. So if you want to, I'm going to take this line. So this line, I'm just going to copy paste it, gem it over here, delete that, and this line. So I'm going to delete the rest. So bam. And then we can like take this. Boom. Okay. So now we have, there was a never after, but I forgot the appointment. They typically run once a year, but if you want to get back on pace, sometimes you need to take it back. Okay, so I have to bring the bus back in somehow. And I don't have the old writing at all, so I have to write something fresh based off this again. So then it adds more. Okay. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to go, there wasn't ever after, but I forgot where the bus stop was. So we're going to get rid of appointment altogether here. Where is it? Forgot the bus stops location. Okay. Then we're going to get rid of they. And we're going to put buses. Buses typically, what? Cancel. Why is it doing that? Bus. Okay. So then it goes, there was an ever after, but I forgot the bus stop. Bus typically runs once a year. But I forgot. I'm going to get rid of bus because the repetition here is really eye-aching. And we're going to get rid of this completely. Make it its. Okay. So it was like this. There was an ever after, but I forgot its location. The bus typically runs once a year, but if you want to get back on pace, sometimes you need to take a new route. It might not lead you in the same way, but it sure ends in the same destination. Ever afters are found with your feet on nights where you have no shoes and you have to run over the rocks. It's not easy. It's never easy. But when your feet get calloused up, this is when you appreciate the sun. Okay, so there's some more vomit that I threw on there, but I have the beginning of this already. So now, I like this. I'm actually going to leave this as is, but I'm going to read the whole thing again. And time is it? Okay, cool. I got enough time. So then it goes, there was an ever after, but I forgot its location. The bus typically runs once a year, but if you want to get back on pace, sometimes you have to take a new route. It might not lead you in the same way, but it sure ends in the same destination. Ever afters are... I'm going to put a comma here. Ever afters are found with your feet, on nights where you have no shoes and you have to run over the rocks. It's not easy. It's never easy. But when your feet get calloused up, this is when you appreciate the sun. So, I actually like this. I'm going to call it a poem. I'm going to leave it like this completely. Now I need a title. A beach. We'll go with a beach. So, no, let's do a better name than that. So I want to use the beach in the title. So the first thing you read is a beach, basically. So you get the idea that it's about a beach. And this is a metaphorical beach. This is trying to make it to the beach. This is your ever after. Beaches are ever afters in this. But I don't want to make it obvious as that's what I'm talking about, but instead. So I'm going to go with triumph and strife. And strife. It's not that good, but it's good for now. This I would call a rough draft. So my rough draft is complete. And what I do is I just submit it as is. It's in a contest or whatever. Who cares? It's not an important contest. So like it's not a big deal to me. And then what I'll do is you can find the poem on your site. And it's right here. Whatever. And I'll leave this here for like a month. And I'll come back to it later. And then take it to critiques if I like it. So I have a whole bunch of other poems, obviously. And we'll look back here. This is a month. So I'd consider these poems to be brought back up and possibly edited and farther back. But I try to write every day. I hope you liked my video, and goodbye. Wow. False advertisement. Well, goodbye.